Folks, here we go. It's a busy weekend. It's a Saturday. Think about it. Just a few short weeks from now, we'll be waking up to college football morning, noon, and night. It's going to be outstanding. Training camps open next week, and football is right around the corner. Baseball takes center stage this weekend, along with the Jeff Kyle Brickyard 400. A little NASCAR action on Sunday. Kevin Harvick is the 4-1 favorite for that. We'll give you a little breakdown of that race on Sunday in this space. But we really do focus on baseball here on a Saturday. Phillies at Chicago at Wrigley. We've got the Cubs $1.55 favorite. Arrieta gets the call here against Cole Hamill for the Phillies, who are playing better baseball of late. We've got a really good pitching matchup in Pittsburgh. Gio Gonzalez versus A.J. Burnett. The Nats at Pittsburgh. The Bucks in this spot, $1.30 favorite. Dodgers and the Mets. Harvey versus Zach Lee. Atlanta's at St. Louis. St. Louis always inflated numbers at home, about $1.85. Such a great record in St. Louis. Totals low, 6.5 to the under, with Shelby Miller going versus Carlos Martinez on a Saturday. Milwaukee's at Arizona. De La Rosa's a quarter favorite over Youngman. 8/20 is the opening total there. Cincinnati at Colorado could see runs all weekend long in that thin air. $1.30, Cincy favorite on the road with Cueto versus Rusin. You got to keep an eye on this. What happens when you're a guy like Cueto and your name's being thrown around in trade deals? Is it a distraction? It can be for some guys, so we'll see how he performs in this one. David Phelps versus Ian Kennedy. Weekend set. It could be a low-scoring weekend up at Petco Park. Kennedy and Phelps are the pitching matchup there. Simon and Rodriguez. Simon's been struggling. Detroit at Fenway with the Red Sox, $1.30. $1.35 favorite, 9.5 to the under there. Toronto's out west. Estrada's on the bump for the Blue Jays at Seattle against J.A. Happ in that spot. Close to a pick'em game, 7.5 to the under. Baltimore at Tampa Bay, little AL East action. Keep waiting for Baltimore to make a bit of a push here. Yankees just keep going in the East. I just think the Orioles have something to say about this in the second half of the season. Gonzalez versus Ramirez. The Rays $1.20 favorite, 7/30 the total there. Speaking of the Yankees, basically a pick'em game at Minnesota, and in that spot it's Sabathia versus Malone. Sabathia pitched really well against King Felix. Malone had been pitching well until his last start when he got throttled. Houston at KC, Feldman versus Duffy. KC $1.30, 8 to the over. Houston gives an indication, picking up Scott Kazmir and giving up prospects. They believe they're in this, and maybe not abandoning the plan, but putting some chinks in that prospect armor they have. Angels hosting Texas with Gallardo versus Santiago. $1.53 total, 7.5 to the under. Get out game. We've got, well, actually, it's an afternoon game. It's Oakland and San Francisco out in the Bay Area with Bassett versus Bumgarner. Always like watching Bumgarner play because not only can he pitch, he can hit. It's a big weekend. It's a Saturday. OddsWorthBetting.com featured pick of the day for you below this video. Back tomorrow to preview the Sunday baseball card. Little preview of the Brickyard 400. North of the border, matchups continue throughout the course of the weekend in the Canadian Open. Football's around the corner. There's still plenty on the wagering board here in Las Vegas.